And soon, Sarah. It is time now for our weekend cover story. And almost every day we hear of escalations in youth crime, home invasions and cybersecurity breaches. So it's no wonder that more and more Australians are becoming seriously concerned with their personal safety.
Our next guest has trained with the world's leading security experts in body language, deception detection, influential behaviours and many more. Scott Taylor, I'm pleased to say, joins us now to share some of his advice. Scott, good morning.
Great to be speaking with you.
Good to see you. What are the biggest security concerns people have right now?
Yeah, I mean, from a security point of view, we focus on protecting people, their property and information, and there's a mix. I mean, with what's happened at Bondi and Wakeley, obviously personal safety is a concern, but we also need to focus on what we're doing from property protection and information. If somebody breaks into your house and takes your TV, you'll know straight away, but people could be scraping your data for a long periods of time, so we need to be rounded with that.
OK, what are the most common mistakes that you see people making?
Yeah, there's a mix of those. I mean, sometimes we make some good decisions, but then we'll change them with bad habits. So we might be looking after the maintenance of our property and have good lighting or an alarm, but we will jimmy the window open in the laundry because we want to let humidity out, or we'll leave the door open because we need to let our pets out. So those sort of things where we break in the security of our perimeter would be one. The other thing is things like when we get expensive items, TVs or computers, we'll be leaving those boxes out, and those are a bit of a calling card or advertisement for burglars to sort of say,
hey, I've got a new TV.
Exactly. And then from the social media point of view, I mean, even things that we do when we're away, we're sharing where we're going in details rather than where we've been. So the information that we share as well can make us vulnerable.
That's a good tip. OK, so what action should we be taking around the home to keep them secure?
Yeah, I mean, part of it is looking at your home through a different set of eyes. We look at the front door areas and our front gardens, but people with bad intent can look at the property differently. They may be looking at your back of house areas or lower maintained areas. So having that trimmed garden and maintenance shows that areas are well visited. That's a good deterrent. Getting the alarm as well. I have some people that say, oh, I can't get an alarm because I've got a cat or dog, and they don't realise new alarms and their sensors are pet friendly. They will pick up, and so you have an ability for doing that. So getting an alarm for home, even one that you can partition at night so your perimeter is still armed, even while you're still moving around inside, those sort of things work as well. The hardest part is looking at your property with a fresh set of eyes, I think. So thinking if somebody's looking at this with bad intent, and you will see so many lighting gaps or those sort of areas. So having some more awareness and changing your focus a bit is another one.
Cameras, they're very popular at the moment.
Yeah, and getting cameras, but getting them good position cameras. I mean, say it'll be getting some people that get cameras and just get someone they know to install them. Yeah, okay. For cameras, it's about the positioning and the camera type as well to make it more effective.
OK, what about when we're travelling? Because often that's when people let their guard down, because you're not in a familiar place and you're sort of not aware of the threats, perhaps. What can we do to make sure we're safe when we're out and about?
Yeah, a lot of that is about good habits as well. So having the habit that anytime, anywhere, as soon as you're getting up from a chair, turning around and looking back at the chair, that way you're not going to lose your items when you're travelling some areas as well. Be aware of some of the local scams. I mean, you've got, for example, things like in Cambodia, the baby formula scam, where you've got ladies that are holding infants that haven't had a lot of food, and you think you're doing the right thing by buying them baby formula, but they go back to the shop and resell it because they've got that deal. When you're carrying your bags with the zippers facing towards you, those sort of things like your help as well. So it's all the combination of these extra little 1%ers.
And a quick one in regards to online security, because that's of increased concern in this day and age. How can we be more cyber safe?
I mean, firstly, stop doing those quizzes. You don't need to know which celebrity you look like the best, where your next holiday is. They're data gatherers.
Really? I mean, I'm not saying
Who do you look like, Joan?
I think I look a little bit like Keira Knightley, but anyway.
Those sort of things are just giving away more information
Data
for you as well.
Really?
And stop using your pet's name and kids' names as part of your passwords. And a lot of people still do that, sadly. So get the passphrases. I know they're hard to remember, but the thing is, people will set up, they'll secure things like their email and banking with good passwords, but it's when they join a gym or a coffee club that they will use something and think, oh, it's not a major thing. I can reuse a password. So they'll reuse one of their common passwords and emails. That's what gets hacked.
And I did also read in your tips, always log out.
Yeah.
Always log out from internet banking especially.
Yeah, log out from internet banking. Don't trust when you're overseas as well, some of these things from the Wi-Fi point of view. Yeah. Download like a VPN, like as well you can get for your device. So there's a lot of little things you can do to enhance your safety.
Banks log you out automatically though?
Well, that's the problem, Jane. They don't. So log out.
I might need to hire you.
Good tip.
Thank you.